waterfall down there. Hi everybody. As you can see, I have, well, little Apani. That little Apani is growing. Yeah, it's just kind of had a bit of a growth spurt, but still likes her mum's glasses, and is certainly getting too big. And if you know Apani, you know that she loves my glasses and she loves being up on them. But she's certainly put on a little bit of weight, little bit of size as well. So it won't be long and she will be going into a bit bigger enclosure as well. It will be higher and a little bit wider, of course, and a little bit more in length naturally, but not so much no height. And I know Apani likes to climb and she loves to get up onto a hammock, so I know there's going to be no problem with her liking a little bit of height, even though she is a patternless spotted python, not known to be arboreal, or really I would say even semi-arboreal. But you know, even our semi-arboreal, some like to be on the ground and others don't. It just is a word that is, you know, I guess more are known for it than others. Yeah, Apani shed just very recently actually, and I was looking at her and thinking, wow, have you grown to be a much bigger girl all of a sudden. And even I'm like, I see her all the time, but yeah, even I'm a little bit like, wow, did you have a growth spurt over a few nights or something? Because yeah, you're doing really well. And of course her little head, if she'll show a little head, is even getting a little bit bigger. Trust me, it is, even though we can't see it so much. But how do you pick what snake you want? And how do you go about that? How do you make the sort of decision about what you would like, and then committing to that particular species of snake? And I guess it could be, do you want a big or do you want a little, or are you looking at it because you are wanting to breed it with something else that you have, or you don't really care? If you see a snake that you like and you think, oh, that is just gorgeous, and that's the one you get, then I guess that's the one you get. But I think for a lot of us, we have an idea of what it is that we would actually like. And even though I had carpets and love my carpet pythons, as you know, I did want a smaller species, something that wasn't going to get overly big. And no, I can't say specifically why I wanted a smaller species. I just loved the Antaresia, and I think they are just lovely little snakes to have. And they're kind of like a carpet python in a smaller package, really, for being active and curious and wanting to have time with you. And for me, it's so much easier to put Apani and Maya around my shoulders and, you know, vacuum the floor and do my dishes and bits and pieces with one of them keeping me company, rather than one of my big guys such as Lily, who would rather be dipping her nose in the bubbles in the dish water and seeing what she can get into. That's not to say these guys won't, but just a little bit more handleable in those sorts of situations. And yes, there she is, just hanging. Are you not? And her translucent, iridescent, translucent, and her iridescence out in the sun is just absolutely beautiful. Apani, though we're not out in the sun, are we, today, because that heat is just way too hot. But as you can see, choosing your snake is really, I guess, as I said, do you want a pet? Are you looking for breeding pairs or to breed? Well, I haven't sort of gone that way, as in I have to go and look for a snake that I want to breed. I sort of look for a snake more that I like, and I think that they're just beautiful, whatever they are. And of course you know that I want a rough scale because I think they are just beautiful, beautiful snakes, pythons. And of course I have my jungle jag coming, you know, which they're beautiful too. Well, yeah, I'm not really saying this right, because in all honesty I think that they're all beautiful, really. And you know, for me, a lot of my snakes were circumstantial, really, how they came into my life. And a few, such as Lily, to be honest, would have been pretty much worthless in the eyes of a breeder, for sure. In the eyes of somebody that would just be after a pet, possibly. But I still think even people that go for pets go for the more beautiful rather than, you know, just your average. And I hear people say, you know, with your normal ball pythons, classics, as they now word it, these guys make perfect pets. Well, in reality, they all do. It's really, nobody wants a normal, really, to breed anymore. So I would have no issue in having what was considered to be, would you like to go around my shoulders, okay, and just hang there with Mum and not end up on my glasses? It's about whether she'll stay still around my shoulders. But yeah, with just a little discussion on how do you choose what sort of snake that you want. Do you want a big one that, you know, sitting kind of around your shoulders and staying still and being easy to maneuver? It's not so easy. Or you want a little one like this little girl, that is still lively and still likes to move around a lot, but certainly isn't as hard to manage, such as the likes of Jack or Lily. But don't always go for the most beautiful when you do go to choose a snake, if you're just looking for a pet. So I guess that's how I'm really going to end the video, is by saying beautiful does not always mean the most beautiful. at all. A lot of people see the likes of Lily and think she is absolutely beautiful, but in honesty, to look at her as a snake that you would want to pair up with your prized jungle carp python, you wouldn't. And that is the truth, you wouldn't. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine to feel like that. But for me, you know, not being a breeder, that isn't on my priority list, that she has exquisite colour and markings and all the rest of it. Because what she lacks in that particular way, Lily makes up with in so many other ways. So remember that when you're going to get your snake. And importantly, handle that snake. Spend a little bit of time with that snake. You might look at it sitting wherever it is and go, oh, no, I don't really like that one. But you get it out and you instantly feel it's right, that it's perfect actually. And that happens, that really does happen. And then you might see a really beautiful one sitting there that you want, and you go over and you say, oh yeah, I really want that one. And you get it out and you handle it. There's nothing there. You just don't feel it at all. Don't get that one just because it's beautiful to look at. You want to have a snake in your life that is beautiful to spend time with. And the one that shows you that they're willing to do that with you is the one I feel you should pick up and take home. What do you think, Apani? Think that's true? Well, she says, anybody would pick me up, Mum, because I'm a patternless spotted python, so, you know, I'm a little bit above the average spotted python, am I not? I guess that's true, sweetheart. Is it not? You think that you're a pretty girl? She may be a cut above your average spotted python, but she's also a cut above in personality too. Anyway guys, take care of yourself, your family and your friends, and your snakes, of course all your animals. And next time you think you want the most beautiful, take a second look at the ones that maybe aren't so beautiful. Ciao.